Hi friends, Rev Janet Jones from High Country United Church up in Camilla, Ontario, here with you in my spare room in Orangeville. Still a mess. August, remember I said August. I'm not pushing it. I got enough to do until August. Anyway, so thank you for joining me in the kitchen this week. It was a lot of fun, and I hear more and more people actually bake bacon, so I was very reluctant. And it was a lot of fun to be in the kitchen. We'll see what we could do next time. I was wondering what I could share with you today that kind of speaks to my heart and my soul. And I remembered this book. It's probably going to be backwards, but if it's not, it's called The Imaginary World of ... And you put your name there, and it's got like devise a menu, all these wonderful things, how to make a floor plan, create a time capsule, add an unexplored territory. Is there a section of your world you have yet to explore? Mark it as unexplored on a map. What exists there? Is it scary? Is it mysterious? Create a soundtrack. Like, these are great things when you are absolutely bored out of your mind. Hello, COVID-19. But also to do with just loved ones. So especially if you're like, I don't know what to do with grandkids. Hey, let's devise a menu. Why not? Why does it keep going to food? Is it like a food week anyway? So one thing, I get these imaginary things in my own head. No, I'm not that crazy, but since probably I was a teen, I kind of created these itty bitty kitty poems, and I wish I would have saved them. A lot of them I had posted on some MSN chat groups, and like, oh, I wish I would have saved them. I probably would have like a book full. But normally it's like a long poem about this itty bitty kitty, and this itty bitty kitty has adventures. But never, like, I was thinking, I don't think I've ever created one where itty bitty kitty went to church. And so for those who are wondering about itty bitty kitty poems, I thought I'd share one with you. Now, the great part about itty bitty kitty poems is that they're non-scripted. They actually are a spontaneous poem created in the moment. That's what kind of gives them their life, because if they were scripted and then edited, it takes away the spontaneity of it, and sometimes the things that just come out. Just a heads up, unfortunately in these poems, itty bitty kitty often does not live. I'm just gonna say it. Something happens, and so we'll wait and see what itty bitty kitty does here. So if you will, laugh with me, share joy with me, and may God be with me that I not have bad words or bad antics in this. All right. Once I had an itty bitty kitty. An itty bitty kitty was orange and so pretty. Itty bitty kitty pounced and pounced all around. Itty bitty kitty was kind of fat and round. And one day, itty bitty kitty walked over to the church. What rhymes with church? And so me and itty bitty kitty began to lurk and to lurch. Itty bitty kitty meowed, oh so very loud, and all of a sudden there was this rumbling dark cloud. So we wrestled with the door and we found the hidden key. And so itty bitty kitty entered, and so did me. And so we went inside, and no one was there. The lights were darkened, and so was my hair. We found a switch, and the lights turned on. We walked up the stairs, and it felt like the brightest dawn. There was a cross lit on the very back wall, and itty bitty kitty cautiously did crawl all the way up the aisle, bounced on a pew or two. Fortunately, my itty bitty kitty did not poo. But itty bitty kitty made it all the way to the front, sat on the lectern, and looked like I don't know what's gonna rhyme there. Stunt, grunt. Oh, and let out a grunt. And then the cat began. Meow, 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 meow. I think the cat was preaching a sermon unto me. Perhaps I'll never know what wisdom that cat sees. So I sauntered up myself, and I said, Kitty, let's go. And Kitty said, oh, meow, 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 oh, no, no. For Kitty wasn't done sermonizing with the pews. And so I sat there and I watched, pretending to be amused. And that cat got so excited that it jumped. And my heart, oh my God, it leaped, and did it pump. And the cat jumped so high, it flew onto the ceiling fan. And I'm like, Kitty, come down as fast as you can. All of a sudden, I hear a noise. The custodian is there. The kitty stops. I hide under a pew. Maybe he doesn't know we're here. I pray that we can get out without getting into any trouble. I look at the cat. He said, make that prayer a double. And so the custodian looks up, sees the cat over there, and says, I think I've been at work too long. It's time for me to share. And so the custodian got up and sauntered to the front and gave a sermon to the cat, who he didn't think really existed. That was a bop. And he shared words of wisdom and thoughts of God and a few little stories or two. I looked down at my watch and I'm like, oh dear, we've been here more than an hour or two. The storm is over. Supper is cold and it's time to go home. So I whispered to the cat, Cat, it's time to come down. The cat fell on the custodian. It made quite a to-do. I have no idea where to go or what to do. And so we rush out of that building as fast as can be. And I finally grab the cat and I say, Kitty, no more church for thee. You sermonized too long. You got all pumped up. Now it's time, I think, that I go and get a pup. He will be sequestered to home from here on out. And itty bitty kitty, all she did was pout. Anyway, that was quite the visual. There's better rhyming to be had. That would be quite something. I just picture our own church in Camilla and a cat jumping that high to get on the ceiling fans. I'm like, wow. And yeah, I wonder often if people go into the church when no one's there. I know some of the kids kind of get up and they like to be at the lectern and pretend they're preaching, and I always encourage it because it might be a moment they're having with God. So if you're ever in the church and you're like, oh, could I go to the front and preach? Absolutely, especially on a Sunday morning. Okay, well, comfort levels, right? But I'm just saying, feel free to. Sometimes the words we share or just the feeling we get can be part of who God is calling us to be. Anyway, you've had enough of silly old Rev Jan, so I'm going to let you go for the day, and I'll see you tonight for prayers and tomorrow morning for worship. Is that Rev Jan or is it Teresa doing the readings? Only you shall find out. All right, until I see you again, this is Rev Jan, as always saying, friends, God is with you.